Yo, so believe it or not, today we're going to talk a little bit about the game called The Finals. You know, if you've been in my community or hang around my channel, you know that we've survived the storms and the depths of the rocky roads and the strong winds sailed in the sea of the finals, and it's been a goddamn dramatic year. But we made it to the other side with a couple of scars.
Oh, what the hell is that? What
It's a turret.
Oh my god. What?
Where are the aliens?
Bro, above us, look at the southwest.
Oh my god, shoot me!
What?
Am I being abducted?
Look here.
We have been investigating your feedback on the feel of the movement from open beta to now.
They've changed heavy is way slower. Maybe
it's FLV.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Please, I'm not here to shoot. Please, I'm not here to fight. I just want to do the fucking event, please. It's driving me fucking crazy. Why are they going after me? I'm not even shooting. I'm not doing shoot. Bro, when I want to do a charging slam,
But I'll die.
Yeah. He said he will die. No, you won't.
You can't eat raw bacon.
Scenario, as most of you guys know, it's the standard kind of use the high ground to your advantage and then punish the players when they are low.
20 seconds away, High still alive, on low HP, the medium healing beam will be going back up. It's going to be Sunset to enter as well with the battle in a 1v3, but a third party hit from Icarus goes down again, dropping it to the bottom floor. Hides and the red players are still keeping it alive. The bounce pad now going absolutely ballistic. Rifts are getting revived. All players here on towards the cash out, 9 seconds left, and it might just be...
Guys, this does not feel real, bro. What is going on, man?
I can't do it. Nah, this mouse is making me lose my mind. Please. Oh!
Alright, okay. Come on, it was close. So we'll break down the top 3 for each category. At first place was Liking It. He actually had the most by a little stretch, actually. 100. Alright, I know it sounds dramatic, okay, but really it's just a kind of play on wording, right? So, first of all, for the gameplay, right, I think that we can obviously agree that this year we've seen the meta take some pretty damn wild swings. You know, obviously we've had the introduction of things like, you know, the gateway grenade, for example, in Season 2, and those things were some goddamn game changers. I think that no one can argue against it, that the fact that Embark have actually tried to bring in some gadgets that has at least tried to modify or revolutionize the game in some way, shape, or form. For the weapons, for example, as well, right? Like the Shaq 50. Okay, let's be real. But... Oh! I'm a god right now. The Shaq 50 is a goddamn good weapon as well. Like, I think that, you know, Embark have been very good, and they haven't been lazy and nonchalant about the things that they want to add in towards the game. It's been very interesting to see. But obviously, with that comes the downside, right? You have the model that's been so goddamn OP for such a long time, and it's obviously been a bit concerning because people have said, you know, do Embark even care about the balance of the game? Are they going to change anything to do with the model? Oh my god, I'm actually a genius right now. Sheesh! I'm dead here. Oh! Pro player, Snowball. Embark, can you add Snowball rank, please? You obviously had another weapon that was very strong, the Pike being temporarily strong from the Season 4 release. And again, these things I don't mind if they're short-term, because I said before in one of my videos that I don't mind that some weapons are strong in terms of the short term, so that, you know, they can understand a couple of balance stuff in the game, they can maybe change a couple of things first. Can you come here? Bang. Stabby. So, obviously, you know, the gameplay itself, for you as a player, yeah, sure, we've seen some pretty frustrating things happen in the game, but if you're a casual player, like right now with the current state of the game, I would actually recommend to you that you find weapons or gadgets that, like, no one else uses. I'm going to sneak around the back here. But, like, find things that no one uses, and I think that that's actually super important in a game like this. And the reason why is because you can expose strengths and combinations that, like, no one uses right now in the game. If you're a casual player and you might think, oh, what's the point in playing the finals next year? I don't really feel like it. Okay, fine. But one thing that you can do as a player to keep the gameplay fresh and interesting for yourself is to start exploring some unique fun aspects for next year. I'm actually a god, bro. So have fun experimenting. Like, that's the whole point of the fun. Like, if you're a casual player, the finals wasn't necessarily made to be like some sort of like, oh well, no, we have to keep the game linear and static the whole time. Like, no, like you invent new things about the game that's fun. Please don't kill me. Wait, barrier. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay. 3 of them on me, dude. Now, if you're a competitive player, then you can actually do the same similar things, because the bottom punchline is the fact that competitive players do not control the meta, right? They control the efficiency of the game. And what this essentially means is the fact that just because X top player uses, you know, a certain shotgun, he uses a certain other... What the hell is going on right now? Just because X top player uses a certain shotgun and certain build doesn't mean that you have to stick by and use the exact same build, by the way. Like, you can actually sort of mix it up a little bit per se. But one of the things that people don't notice is the fact that the finals is actually very strong for the all, right? Not for like other specific things, but it's strong. You can use Sledgehammer Winchclaw if you really wanted to, by the way. You just have to you know, understand that you have to optimize how you use melee weapons and stuff like that. One of the advantages of this is the fact that if you're playing something that these players are not used to, for example, a different build or a different type of meta in the game or something along those lines, those players are not going to be used to it, especially when we go towards something in 2025 for like a major, right? Those players are going to get what I would call a bit of a reality check in some form as well. I'm going to die to a grenade. Okay, this guy just roasted me. Welcome to the finals, by the way. Grenade on the floor. No! And obviously we can assume that in 2025 there will be some shifts of some meta stuff happening, right? Like, it's not just going to be the exact same game throughout the whole year. Things will get adjusted. Some of the stuff that you will have will likely, you know, not get nerfed that much. And the reason why I can make that statement is because... Oh my god, I just missed everything. We have something called a major happening, right? And you don't necessarily want to make some big, massive adjustments to your game if something like a major is going to happen, right? You have to at least in some way, shape, or form stabilize your game. So there is going to be about, you know, maybe even like halfway into the next season, a bit more of a balanced type of state of the game, like something that's not going to be necessarily OP or strong. I mean, if something does change to affect you in the balance next year for what like Embark decide to do, I mean, the thing I would say is just look at the next closest thing which replaces whatever you're trying to experiment or whatever you're used to, and then just kind of use that as a baseline, right? You don't have to destroy your entire build based on the fact that something got nerfed most of the time. Nice. Not today, buddy. I think the next thing is, the next topic is probably on the case of, like, the community in general for the finals. I think throughout the whole year, we've seen a ton of yapping from this goddamn community, man. Like, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I get it. Like, every game community has a lot of yappers. And by yapping, by the way, I don't necessarily mean all negative or you know, all positive, right? It's just, you know, yapping is yapping at the end of the day. I mean, I do it a lot. I mean, a lot of the feedback given is amazing, but one of the things that I will say is that there are just some really dumb statements or just, like, some dumb takes that are happening that I see sometimes in this game. A big one that I've seen more so this year is, like, a Uber, right, as someone who is kind of closer to a bit more of a community in this game, is that people just kind of talk so much about the player count. I don't really care to look at the player count necessarily, like, all the time. Like, yeah, sure, I'll look at it now and then. And I recommend that you do the same thing. And you might be thinking, well, why is that? Like, I want to care about, like, the health of the game. Like, I might not want to commit to a game like the finals, for example. But my punchline is, if a 5% increase or a 5% decrease affects your overall experience in a game like the finals, or your enjoyment, like, it's just not healthy. Like, I don't know what else to say. You might have a fear in the game that it might suddenly go away, but if it does, then you've lost all the time that you've spent, that you could have spent enjoying the game. Like, the game is doing well, to the point where Embark have sacrificed themselves 100k a commitment to the goddamn esports pool. But, like, that's a lot of money to commit towards something that doesn't necessarily generate, like, the best type of returns, depending on how you do monetization for it. But, like, I mean, even esports next year is going to be in trouble, by the way, and we'll do a talk about that in just a second. But another one is the fact that people say, like, Embark don't do enough, like, ad sponsorship, stuff like that, or they don't do, like, enough marketing or whatever it is, or, like, sponsorship promotions and stuff. So first of all, I actually argue that they actually do the goddamn advertising and sponsorships, because first of all, I've obviously been at the office and I've kind of seen in a little bit of some way, shape, or forms, like, how, you know, some of the stuff works at Embark HQ, if you know what I'm saying. But, like, another thing, I actually see adverts happen all the time. I think we're going to lose this game. I don't know. Something's telling me we're going to lose this game. I have 200 objective score. Oh, here comes the Reddit post, and these players are not playing objective, and it's triggering me. I would actually argue, by the way, in like some way, shape, or form, that there's this like kind of weird connection that people have where like they just make a statement like, well, all Embark need to do is X, Y, Z, and it's like, you don't, like, necessarily know this type of stuff. Like, all Embark have to do is not all Embark have to do. Like, it's the bigger picture. Like, the finals is doing well overall. Like, they're ticking a lot of the boxes overall, and they're doing a lot of things right, obviously. But, like, it's not a case of all Embark have to do. People are like, all Embark have to do is monetize the streamers more. All we need to do is pay a big streamer a lot of money to play the game for like 3 days, and then the game's gonna be saved. Like, no, there is a reason why people don't play the game. People don't play the game because they might not like the finals. If a game is good, people will play it, guys. It's not like people see the finals and they're like, yeah, I don't like the finals just because my favorite streamer didn't play it. That's not how the minds of players or gamers work, by the way. Like, it's just the finals is a niche. Like, what more can I say? There needs to be a little bit more stuff in terms of, like, maybe game mode stuff overall for the finals, but, like, it's just a niche right now, and there's nothing much you can really do about it. It was actually insane. So many people told me in Season 2 that, like, all we need to happen is, Shroud just needs to play the game for, like, a week, and if Shroud plays the game for a week, then, like, all the player counts are gonna go up, and everyone's gonna play. Look where we are! That happened, by the way. Like, Shroud and, like, Summit and some big streamers played the game. We also recently had marketing, by the way, we already had it, marketing for streamers. Like, we had like big streamers like Mandy, for example, playing, you know, and they were enjoying the game. But ads nowadays have been spammed so hard that viewers on Twitch don't necessarily take ads that seriously. Like, for example, if your favorite streamer's playing a game, Twitch chat's kind of like, hashtag ad, the hashtag ad meme, right? And then the kind of like the fake like ad reads and stuff like that. Like, I don't think there's a good market right now, but like, if someone doesn't genuinely like the game, then it's not really going to rub off into anyone else to genuinely like the game either. So when you pay streamers to do like an ad read or play, you know, a certain game, it's not necessarily the best kind of interaction that you can have. How the hell did he not die to that grenade? They're not showing me the stats. This game is, bruh. Oh, there we go. 6. Huh? If that was me, that's 149 on the dot, bro. So basically, my advice for you as someone that might be interested in, you know, the community aspects is just don't go to the damn Reddits or, you know, the Discord taking people's opinions as factual, because honestly, if you're a new player here, most of the time, the outlook of this game looks pretty grim just due to the fact that for some reason, people are so entitled with this goddamn game right now. I actually think, by the way, that like in some shape or form, the goddamn Reddit for the finals needs to be like reworked, because there's a lot of cool stuff that actually just goes unnoticed that I see sometimes in terms of the posting, and it's quite a bit of a shame in my opinion. Like, there's been some like fun clips, there's been like some interesting takes, some good feedback. You know, like there's some goddamn art and stuff like that as well. But each time I check out like the Reddit, for example, or just go on Discord for like a couple of seconds to just see what the overall community is saying, there's always someone like rage farming for like what's it called on Reddit? The rep, or whatever it's called. I don't really use Reddit. The rep, or I don't know what it's called. But there's just a guy like rage farming to get more like upvotes for his stuff. I don't know exactly what it is. There'll be some guy with like a tunnel view kind of vision or state of the game, and like his credentials are like, oh, I was top 100 on Bankit one time. Okay, but you don't understand the overall game. Like, your takes are very tunnel vision takes that only benefit you or your scenario, but you don't read or understand the point of like respecting the overall state of the finals. So if you want to look for like a community to join throughout, like, you know, this year or in 2025, I think that if you're a competitive player, you can go the competitive route. You could join someone like it's like a pro hubs Discord as well. It's not really a pro hub. Like, I feel like it's kind of like those Twitter bios where people are like, oh, I'm a professional player. I'm a semi-professional player for the finals. It's like, you're not really a professional player, but no, I'm just kidding. No, it should be like expert hubs, but expert's kind of a bad name. But no, like pro hubs, for example, is like a place where you can go to and join that kind of route, and we'll talk about the competitive side as well. I think pro hubs are a cool initial starting point. Or if you want to, if you're more of a casual player and you want to join like the more casual route, if you want to hang out, well, you have my podium, right? So I call it like Thixie's podium. We have some people in there that just kind of hang out and talk about the game. We don't really necessarily do too serious stuff. I do like the competitive aspect of the finals, and I will follow that. But we have some cool players in there that kind of like playing the finals for what the finals is as an overall base as well. So, you know, there's not just my stuff as well. There's obviously a lot of stuff. You can even do the finals official Discord, like it's okay sometimes as well. So there's a lot of places for you to hang out as a community, and I think that's just really, really good. It's cool to know. So, yeah. So I spoke about pro hubs earlier, and I guess we can kind of move the conversation now onto competitive players. So if you don't know, by the way, there is a $100,000 major happening in 2025 that has been pledged and confirmed by Embark themselves, which is great. I like that fact that we actually do have some cool stuff coming. How the hell is the turret hitting me from a million miles away? There's 2 players here. I'm going to grenade them and run back. Boom. You're a silly mother Hubbard. That's 1 kill. This guy's just now panic running. He's jumped back up, and it's over. So there's a 100k major happening, right? So if you don't know what a major is, it's essentially an esports tournament. So, you know, the top teams will be able to take the shot at battling it out for a 100k prize pool. But I kind of wanted this section to be like more of a personal talk to you as a competitive player. So if you want to be a competitive player, or perhaps you are a competitive player, or perhaps you want to try and go and go out for the shot of winning that 100k tournament, for example. Well, if you just want to win the 100k major, you have to do the things that no one's willing to do. Like dodge the sniper rifle on this guy's thingy up here. I don't know how he keeps hitting me. Like, be a leader in your game for this year. But, you know, don't just talk and crawl. Like, I see a lot of talking, a lot of yapping happening in the competitive scene. Like, people like to talk in the finals and crawl. Talk and run. Have your ego in the game, but be humble out of the game. Like, you don't need to have your ego and be an asshole out of game too. Like, you can be an egotistical player who is, you know, kind of jackass in the game and be an awesome person that wants to actually help people and be nice and do good gratitude to the community out of game, by the way. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The fuck? Why'd this guy shoot me? Okay, and there's the grenade, Embark! Please, is it 149 as well? Please, because I don't know how a grenade... It's 149, bro! I told you. This grenade, randomly thrown 149. Does mean my grenade with the light walks past? 9. Oh, Embark. You guys hate me, I know that. But enough talking about talking, right? If you want to be a competitive player, or you are a competitive player now, perhaps you're top 3 in the world, and for some reason you're watching my videos, which, by the way, I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know anything about the game. But, like, practice with real purpose each time. And what I mean by that is, like, don't lazily do what I'm doing right here and just hop into a power shift game and work on your aim. Like, oh, yeah, guys, I'm warmed up on goddamn power shift. Like, do you hop into the game, for example, and actually practice a lot about the finals? Like, do you put the hours in for your work? Okay, sure, like, anyone can do that. But do you do, like, the hard practice with your team? Like, when your team does scrims, do you focus on specific aspects of the weaknesses that you guys need to work on? Like, it's a mindset shift, because anyone can play a lot of the finals and improve, sure. But you need, for example, if you haven't been playing the game a lot in terms of the hours, you need to catch up to the best and then overtake them by doing the hard practice, because I can probably say some people in the top 10 for the finals right now don't actually do the hard practice. They just play the game a lot, and that's why they're good, is because they have a lot of dedication towards the game. Because again, with the talking and the yapping that happens in the finals, you're just hearing what's being said by these other players in the game, for example. What the hell? Oh, I see what you're doing, I guess. Alright. Because what's happening right now, and this goes back to the whole talking thing, is like, you're just hearing what's said by these other players that are currently, like, top in the world, or they have the most viewers, for example. And they have that ego, right? But then you'll echo what they're saying. You'll hop into the game yourself, and you'll try your best. You'll try your best to succeed or win the game, or, for example, win a scrim, or, for example, win a tournament. But unfortunately, especially in the finals, trying is not enough. especially in the finals, to win games. Trying means that you get to make an excuse if you lose, that the reason why you lost was because, for example, maybe the balance today is really bad. Like, the reason why we lost this game, guys, was because, not because of us, it's because the balance is really bad. I think another thing as well that you should be doing is making your, I guess, career overall by doing things like creating content, like making guides, helping other players, doing some free coaching, maybe even VOD reviewing for your team, and providing like be the beacon or a leader of your team, and sharing that like content out there for other people to watch, even casual players that might want to pick up some tips that you know if you've picked them up over the years of playing the game or over the months, or you've discovered something new or cool. And you might be thinking, well, I don't want to do content like that, like I just want to focus on the game. Fine, that's absolutely fine, obviously, but like esports right now overall is in a very tough kind of patch, and like obviously we can have a better monetization of the finals, for example. You know, I want to help try and build something sustainable for esports in the finals, and as well, again, this is going to tie back to the newer viewers, so I apologize if I'm doing a lot of weird yapping. You guys might not understand. If you want to find a team right now as well in the finals, again, as a newer player, I know a lot of people kind of say like, oh, I don't know how to find a team in the finals. That's actually a completely valid point, by the way. They are actually improving on it. Like, they made a clubs recently where you can join a club and then kind of play together. Oh my god, my aim. There we go. So it is kind of hard. There is Discords as well, but I mean, even if you want to, like, feel free to use my comment section as well. So just put down below, like, if you have anything for, you know, if you were looking for a team to compete next year, just put in your comment section. You can share, like, your Discord or whatever. I don't really care. Feel free to use it. But to tie up the whole talk right now about, like, the competitive, if you're looking for, like, the inspiration, like, who is a good leader, Thix? Like, you know, who is the perfect person that's leading by example right now? I think Atelco, by the way, is actually an incredible example of someone who actually provides content, provides positive value in the community, as well as being decent for his team, and he just recently signed a team called Aimers as well. So, again, there's some pretty cool stuff that's happening in the finals and stuff that's going on. But, like, Atelco, for example, like, he has an ego in the game, but he carries so much respect out of game that it's actually just... It really makes me want to support a player like a Telco, by the way. Like, obviously, as well, you can think about supporting our female players in the game as well. Like Surf Chick, I think that she has some awesome insights when you're actually watching her play, and she does some really good streams as well. So again, I could also give some other recommendations as well if you're like a player that just kind of wants to learn or improve through watching stuff like gameplay, for example, too. I thought that was a player. I thought that was a light. The APS I thought was a light. That's kind of awkward. But for like purely gameplay, I think Lycomit, Carnifex, Baylis, like these names, like these players are very, very good at what they do, and I think that it's actually super interesting watching them play. There is obviously some more players too, so I'm sorry if I didn't obviously recommend you, but they do, you know, some of them do get quite emotional, right? And it does kind of like start, like, some of us just kind of want to watch the gameplay and they don't want to hear someone rage for like the first 20 minutes about how the game balance is completely broken or something. But like, again, if you want to watch them just purely from a mechanical standpoint so you can learn about those players, I think they're actually an incredible option too to give, so that's why I'm recommending them. So another one, and this is more so, oh, 2 players left. Well, I think that's because we finally won a game, guys. Wait, hold up, I have 20 objective score. Let me just quickly upgrade my objective score. Nice. Okay, so we'll also go next on to content creators, right? Like, it's or content creators are just creators in general, or whatever, XYZ. Oh, that was the perfect game freeze, right when she did the thumbs up. So I think that content is essentially like an open space for the finals. Like, as long as you put in decent quality and effort, like, and the idea of the video is good, you will easily overtake me next year, by the way. Like, I know it's not necessarily about overtaking me per se, but I'm not actually good at what I do. Like, I just yap, and for some reason people listen, and I was here first. Like, I'm like the, what do you call it, like the first mover or whatever it is in business terms. Like, people can be better than me at content. I'm trash at it. But don't reuse content, because that's just kind of lazy. I see that some people throughout last year, especially when the finals first came out, people were just re-releasing the trailer footage and then putting like their own commentary on top of that. Like, make gameplay and yap if you want to just yap, but you have to have the idea of interest. Like, for example, this video is kind of interesting, at least in some form, right? Because I'm saying that, hey, for 2025, this is how you survive the finals, right? So it's a bit of a weird kind of statement of it. But again, I have a good point, and the quality and stuff is not that bad, I guess. But, you know, again, I'm not doing anything special here, okay? So if you want to be a content creator, feel free and go ahead. Make a space in the finals that is a niche, so other players can join in your niche and then grow that niche out, right? We have, for example, players that very specifically find something that's fun to do in the finals. For example, you might have a player that only uses the Riot Shield, or you have a player that only uses, let's say, the R95, for example, and, you know, they create a Discord or a clan or a community behind that one thing. It's very similar, by the way, like League of Legends players, where they only play like one champ and they main it, and then everyone else follows you because they want to learn how to play that champ. Like, that's what we kind of need to see more of in the finals, by the way. And it's a big open space. Like, don't waste this opportunity if you're a content creator, by the way. Like, this is an amazing opportunity for you to get into the game before it's too late and you have everyone already doing those ideas. And by the way, oh my god, I'm in danger. He's in danger. Nice. My grenade. Oh, that's awkward. Bro used charge and slam and into my stun. That is awkward. People still like the finals and used to do marketing. Like, we need more creators in the game. We need more people making fun content in the game as well. Like, that's our form of marketing. That's your give back, per se, if you really want to talk about giving back to Embark or the finals. Just make some damn cool content to make viewers or potential viewers or potential players interested in playing a game like the finals. What we do, the player content and what we do, by the way, hello? Is my aim bad, or am I hate this red dot? But what we do, player-made content, by the way, beats any money or any sort of marketing effort that Embark actually put in towards their game, by the way. Like, internal community building, like, for example, like the clubs thing, is, like, super important, and it's very valuable. And you might be thinking, well, I'm not a content creator, like, I don't know how to edit. Well, you can learn, first of all. Like, there is no harm in learning, and there's no harm in doing a bad video, first of all. Like, no one's expecting you. Like, it's not like people are like, oh, this guy had a bad take, and now we're gonna bully him, or, like, this guy did a bad edited video. Like, who cares if they say that type of stuff? If that's your fear, then someone else is gonna not have that fear, by the way, and do what you wish you would have done. So don't be afraid to make videos, or don't be afraid if your first video is really bad. No one's gonna care that much. Just improve on it, and people will love seeing the journey of you improving. But your niche might be, for example, in casting. Like, we need more casters in the oh my god, boom. Oh, he launched that guy. We need more casters right now in the finals, for an example, as well. Like, for example, like Waltz is doing a really good job in the finals right now, where he has his niche. He does, for example, he helps out with the pro hubs, whatever it's called, Discord, and cast some scrims for the match too, so he can improve on his game and he can share content and build out his portfolio. Another thing too, actually, and it's something that I'm going to announce right here, is like, you could also do an awesome job. You don't have to even play or be good at playing the finals or be good at editing. You might be someone who is, you know, an artist. Jesus, man. Bro, this guy. You might be, for an example, an artist, right? And I think the art community in the finals is absolutely incredible. By the way, like, shout out to you guys in the art community. I actually have a section here which we are announcing the winners for the art competition. So I'm going to make it look a little bit better than me just sitting here in game. I'm going to show off some of the cool art as well. So first, I just want to say that I kind of took on the role of announcing the winners a little bit too last minute, so I do apologize. But I just wanted to do a quick shout out for the people that have actually submitted their competitions here. We have Novella here. I mean, this is actually super sick. I actually like this a lot for the design here. I mean, the attention to detail is actually insane. Can I zoom? I can zoom. Wait, I can't zoom. Wait, am I a boomer? Why can't I zoom? We also then have VM Mikey with the Christmas stun gun. He's going for like a concept skin on this one too. Actually an interesting idea. For some reason, the Nama looks like super evil, and I don't know why. But it is what it is. We have Tomsy with a Nama Christmas tree idea. They want like a Namatama Christmas tree sledgehammer skin. Maybe next year, Embark, if you want to wrap that one up. We have Red Mask here as well, who's also come in with things like the best Christmas movie here. So you've got like from Embark Studios, Vault Alone, a little surprise thing. Obviously from like the Home Alone reference, so super sick there from Red Mask. We've got Marshy here, who made a video, Season's Greetings from Nama. Cute little kind of video here as well. The little Nama drinking the cocoa or whatever it is, the eggnog. Wait, would the Nama be drinking eggnog? I don't know. We have Invert as well with like the just a card, like this cute little Christmas card kind of concept for the finals as well. Super sick. Ephona, which is again like super sick, kind of like attention to detail of like all the smaller aspects, like the snow in the background, for example, like the melting snow on like the Nama, for example, like the snow Nama, I guess it's called. Super sick as well. And then like again, like the more of the art here, like it's just so sick with this design too. Again, I'm not an artist, okay? But you know, but I appreciate when like some stuff has actually been put some effort in as well. We've got like a little like, and then there's like Snapchat, like a Snapchatting chat. Like what I found, like someone's like Snapchatting the little Nama there as well. From Eno, we got Dark Snake as well, who made this in an hour. Kind of like a cute little design there. And then Eyeing, the Christmas tree egg pie. Again, super sick. I love the little like attentions to detail stuff as well with like the skin relation. We got Dee there going towards the Christmas tree. It's like it's really sick. Okay, so I get to announce the top 3. So this has been voted thanks to the finals art contest community. If you would actually like to participate in yourself and you are an artist yourself, or you want to just do some cool designs, or you actually want to you know, just make something cool and submit it, then feel free to actually head towards the finals official Discord, because something awesome for you guys is that Ignite is going to be announcing in January like a bigger kind of a bigger contest to be announced as well. So again, stuff for the art stuff could even be implemented as well in the future, and I think it's just super sick for the finals to have this stuff. But I will announce 3rd place is actually going to be Red Mask, as you can see right here. Congratulations to Red Mask, and that was voted here as well. We got like the Vault alone that I showed. 2nd place goes towards Eyeing as well, again with that kind of like a bit more attention to detail, the stuff that we said earlier. And then finally, I get to announce the winner. Now, the winner is actually insane. This is like above and beyond. The winner is Mango Otter. I'm so sorry. Mango Otter. My bad. With a Nama Christmas Adventure, they take the 1st place prize of £50. Eyeing takes the 2nd place prize of £30, and then Red Mask takes the prize of £10 as well. So that's actually super sick for the art contest. And Mango Otter's design is insane. Like, I'm not kidding. I didn't show it. No, that's why, because I saved it, because it's actually sick. Mango Otter made the finals comic style thing, and I think it's just actually insane. I hope my camera's not been blocking anything this whole time. Nah, we're good. Yeah, surely we're good. So it's got a Nama Tama Christmas Adventure by the Mango Otter. Mango, this is absolutely insane. So you see like the little storyline right here is so sick, dude. You got the little Nama finds the tree, decorates it, gets the little Nama outfits going, puts on the little Coco, bro. Oh my god, dude. It is so good, man. The Christmas tree here as well. Boom. The little moolah. The little... So sick, man. Oh my god, dude. Bonk. Wait, what happened to moolah? Wait, the moolah got bonked by the ornament. No, moolah! What is happening, dude? Ah, dude, they got our present as well. It's actually kind of sick, dude. Merry Christmas, Namatama Moolah, Mango Otter, bro. This is absolutely insane. I think that like this should be like a poster, or this should be like a poster or something for like next year to like have it in the game. I think you've done an incredible job here, Mango Otter. So congratulations to yourself for taking the 1st place. And again, guys, this is just the start of again a showcase of how awesome the community can be when we come together and we come up with these cool ideas and these cool aspects. And hey, let's see what you guys make in January for the art contest too. Stay tuned for that for Ignite in the finals official Discord for the art contest. All right, going back then, but your niche, for example, as well, could be like Easter egg hunting. Like, for example, we have some cool people that share the narrative. I think Spear also does some cool stuff as well, talking about the lore of the game as well. So there's a lot of cool niches that you can actually have and do in the finals, and it's very impressive, and it really does make the difference, especially when you talk about it on a marketing perspective. If you're Embark and they see content creators, awesome content creators like potentially you or me, making some damn cool stuff to promote the game for the future of the finals. Nice. You know, for example, you could build a community that makes everyone feel welcome. I think Water Dance is an incredible example of that too. Like, she makes some awesome streams, and she kind of builds this nice, friendly kind of community where, you know, everyone kind of feels like a family there in some way, right? Boom. They know me as the headshot machine. I'm dead here. I'm not. Headshot. 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 Oh god. Headshot. Ah! Bruh. Or, for example, you could take the more competitive route if you're someone that likes to analyze the game, or you want to improve the game. Maybe you're a good player already and you don't want to become a pro player, but you want to become a content creator for the game to help improve. You could go down the Apo route, for example. Apo does really, really well. He did some coaching streams previously, but he also makes guides and videos on like things that you can improve on, or talks about stuff in the game that makes the game interesting or helps you learn as a player. You can do that as well. Just because Apo does it doesn't mean you can't do that, or you can have your own opinion or niche. But there's so much opportunity in the finals, but there's so much complaining and pondering. But recognize that you were lucky to be watching this video or playing the finals during this era. It's super, super important. Ow. This era where everything is an open buffet for you. And sure, obviously, you know, you could go to Counter-Strike and do the same kind of similar things, and maybe you could do well, you know, if you pop off. But being here early in the finals is super valuable. Oh my god. I think now I'll also talk about the future of the game, like the future of the finals, to kind of summarize and wrap up this video. I think the overalls of this game, I think everyone can agree. The overalls, like even you pro players, you have to also agree, the overalls of this game has only been improving over time, by the way. Like, sure, obviously, I know the niche things, like the balance, for example, is obviously in question, and there has to be some things changing, for example, with the plug meta in the game. But overall, the game's improving. Like, it's on a positive path. If you go back and look at the game where it was compared to what it is now, sure, you might, for example, have liked the game because the balance was better back then. But, like, even just taking, for example, the main menu, oh my god. Bruh! Okay, that was horrendous. I hate this red dot. I think the red dot is too big on the LH1, man. God damn it. There's also some cool stuff, like some story stuff happening. Like, for example, Rob said that CNS might be coming back, and we saw that CNS were kind of like the mix between the bad guys, but they're actually the good guys kind of disguised in the finals, and there's a bit more of a lore clash between them both, right? So it's like, there's some really cool things coming to the finals. We might actually finally get a nice, decent storyline narrative of why we're even here in the finals for the first place, for example, because Arc Raiders will be hopefully coming out this year. And by the way, I actually think that to some degree, Arc Raiders finally releasing and being delayed is the reason why the finals lore hasn't been happening. I actually think that to some degree Arc Raiders is actually related to the lore-wise to the finals, and the reason why we haven't had lore in the finals is because of Arc Raiders not releasing. That's just my own take. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'll be happily proved wrong, but I think that it's actually both within the same universe in some way or degree too. Bang. They're being protected by the dome shield. Oh, good grenade. Headshot. Turret? No, not today. Headshot. Headshot. Oh my god. Woohoo! Oh my god. We win this. Oh, we win this, baby. Obviously, we have the esports potentially having a nice rise throughout this year too. Like the final, like again, like you have some people in like some. Jeez, man, chill out, dude. Like the esports, for example, is going to be interesting too. Like again, by the way, comp players, you might be annoyed about the game. They pledged 100k just for you being good at the game. You could potentially earn a prize pool or some amount of 100k. And I know that again, it doesn't necessarily mean that the game's saved or anything like that, but they didn't have to do that announcement, by the way. Like, there's some really cool things that are coming towards this year in the finals. And again, I know it's like, oh, well, I don't want to play on the 100k because who wants to play for 100k in this balance thing? Like, again, it's not about the money at the end of the day, by the way. The sport itself, the competition itself, should be more focused on rather than the prize pool and the money in the game. But, you know, that's just my take, right? What do I know? Ow, I just got wrecked by a spear. You know, we might have some damn cool collaborations this year. Like, for example, we might maybe have another TwitchCon thing or maybe a Twitch Rivals thing again. I don't know. I actually don't know about that. But, like, you know, some cool stuff can happen in this game that I think should make you excited for the future of the finals. And I think that it's actually super important that we take a step back and we realize, like, hey, we're actually not in a bad spot. Like, things are actually a lot better than they seem out, or they're made out to be in the finals. And I think that, again, you just have to kind of, people are kind of so entitled these days that it's like, people will have, like, the silliest take on, like, some very small niche things, and it's like, we're kind of a bit too privileged right now in the finals. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. I think that, again, oh my god, how did I miss that? Okay, I'm dead. That was a terrible decision. What am I doing? We might actually lose this whole game. Headshot. 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 Oh my god, I'm getting headshot. Oh, that's a... No! Oh, we won. All right, nice. I don't know how we won. I didn't need to jump off the platform. But there it is. That is the video. That is the rant here before we go into 2025. I think that it's some damn cool advice. It's some good advice. GG. I hope that it was a nice, insightful video for you and you actually took something away from it. If you did, give me a little like. I appreciate it. My name's Synthix, and as always, thank you guys so much for supporting me in 2024. We're going to have an awesome 2025. I am sure of it. Being here together, and yeah, it's just awesome hanging out with you guys, and the support you guys give me is insane. And hopefully I can keep up what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep the throne of people being interested in me. I don't think that I'm necessarily growing as a creator. I think that I'm actually on the opposite trend. But that doesn't really affect me that much, because again, I was never here to create a thing for myself. I was only here to help put the finals on some degree of a map, right, or some degree of people being interested in the game, or a community being made, or the esports, the competitive side. Like, I'm not necessarily here for my own brand. I'm here for the game to be put somewhere, and I hope that other creators are also doing the same. Again, that's actually another rant that I could also go on the tangent of, is like creators using the game for their own sake rather than actually building the game out, but I'm not going to talk about that one. That's going to be basically it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here as always. I hope you guys have a good New Year's and had a good holiday season and Christmas. Much love from myself, Thix. And as always, I'll see you on the podium.